Hi everybody, welcome back to WEDucation. I am here today with Andrew and Heather from Boogie Booth. Everybody say hello, hello.
Hello,
Hey
hello.
everybody. Today we are going to talk about Boogie Booth and the photo booth options that you guys have, because we have a bunch. So this is not just your regular standard curtain in the back and photo booth old school like it used to be, right? So tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
So obviously we have a photo booth company. We've been doing it about 9 years now. So worked with Kelly for I don't know, 7, 8.
Yeah, exactly.
So almost the entire time. We've evolved from doing the kind of the traditional curtain, enclosed type booth where you sit inside. Now we have our open style booths where we have the backdrops they stand in front of, all the lights that come in, and anywhere from that to roaming options now where we have a photographer that will walk around with a kiosk, pretty much a roaming photo booth. And so then there's no lines, it's all digital. So depending on kind of what the want and need is for the wedding, we can kind of fit whatever need that is.
And you guys do wedding, corporate, social, conventions, anything and everything that is really needed. You guys can do any of that.
Anything that needs any custom photo experience or photo booth rental, so
and
parties, anything like that.
And your photo booths come with props.
Yep.
And several different options.
Yeah, so our social ones come with digital props. So obviously the photo booths that print out and the DSLR versions, those come with the physical props where we'll have our hats, glasses, signs. The all digital social ones, we actually can do custom digital props as well. So, and therefore, because that person's roaming around, they're not stationary, there's not a table for them to grab off of, we can now put digital ones on there where they can select from them. We don't do too many of them because you want to keep it fast and kind of easy for the guest, but it's an option too that we can throw wedding props on there digitally. So
it does like facial recognition. Yeah, like Snapchat, facial recognition. So it's looking for your eyes, your nose, puts glasses on, masks. We can actually do beads as necklaces and stuff like that for Mardi Gras.
So that's cute. Yeah. And I know for weddings, you have the scrapbook option.
Yep.
For, I like to suggest this for people for guest books because, I mean, nobody's looking at a guest book where you're signing like Kelly Sherlock, why do you care? So
who wants a signature? It's
yeah,
just a
exactly.
Signature.
So it's more so of a way for you to kind of like kill two birds with one stone. It's a great thing because there's always an attendant there. But what happens is this strip comes out, right? And then they put it in the scrapbook and your guest can sign next to it. So it's a much cooler version of a guest book, I think.
So we'll give one to the guest, we put another one on the scrapbook, and then they can leave a little note for the bride and groom. So it's funny, they can sign the book as much as they want throughout the night. They get funnier and funnier, obviously. But it's a way to personalize that versus just having a signature in a book. Put your photo with it, fun little memory, good little inside jokes, and stick figure people, and just, you know, nice notes from grandma in there. It's great.
So do all of the booths come with an attendant, whether you have a scrapbook or not? Is someone on site, they set up, they stay through the night?
For most of them, yes. I'd say for our DSLR versions where we're printing and there's a scrapbook, then we'll always have an attendant there. For our roaming, obviously we'll have an attendant that's roaming with the booth, but for our self-service kiosk styles, where it's just all digital, where it's like I said, self-service, so then we would not have somebody there because somebody wants to possibly not have somebody stand by the booth. They're just going to have their own kind of thing going on. So it's kind of a more personalized service, but it's very intuitive and user-friendly. So.
And that's basically, is that the social media kiosk? That's where people can go to send the pictures to themselves. You can text it, email it. And
it's all in one, exactly. So they'll take a single photo or they can do a boomerang GIF with 16 frames. They kind of reverse it, does a little ping pong. Again, they would have all their email, text message options, which then take them to a small microsite where then the guests can share it to all their social media through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Real simple, easy. So it's kind of a new, fun way of doing it where, if people, looking for something a little bit different, not, a printout, right? Or it's just they don't want to have people waiting in line. We can roam around, we can catch everybody where the action happens, on the dance floor, by the cakes table, by the gift table. So kind of just gives it a different option.
Awesome. And you guys, I know, customize the backgrounds, the borders, the way the pictures are printed, and if they're doing gifts, like my wedding, you can have your puppies pop out from the legs. So there's so many different things that you guys can do. Now I know in the past you sent me like links, maybe if we're looking for a date, you send links of what's available. Is that the norm? Like what can people expect when they're reaching out to see what their options are on their wedding date or social event, what can they kind of search through to see what the best option would be for them?
So I'll take that because usually it's the clients calling our side. So I do a lot of the sales, working with the clients, a lot of the design work. We have a team of people that work with us too as well. We've got Christy, our team that are working right now. They can't be here with us, but basically when a client calls us, bride, groom, mother of the bride, anybody that's just kind of inquiring about a wedding, we find out those details. When is your date? Where is it going to be? Because some pricing might change depending on those factors. So they can inquire it over the phone, on our website, and based on the information we get, we can structure some packages to them. We send them an online link, which is where they can book through us too. So our reservation system is done all online. It's very straightforward. You can actually sign a contract online, make your payment online, but basically, exactly. We try to make it as easy as possible to work with us, especially when we get to the design options later too. That's all very easy to do online. But when you do make that initial phone call and you're like, what options are right for me? Because there's a lot of options that we offer. So sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. Usually what we'll do is we'll start with our main wedding packages, like a full service wedding package options, and then from there, we kind of find out what your needs are. Are you needing to have that? You want that scrapbook? You want maybe a custom backdrop? Maybe you want some kind of custom service with it. So we'll find a package that will fit your needs. We do structure them based on what we find to be the most popular, and what most people are looking for. But we're always willing to customize something for our clients. So if you want a custom backdrop, you want a custom photo booth, we do all of that. But we try to structure it out in the beginning with some packages that make the most sense, and we can kind of customize from there.
Awesome. So, like I always ask my vendors, we have a million different kind of photographers, photo booths, planners, that kind of thing. So, what is it that sets you guys apart from the rest of the companies out there that are doing, photo booths?
I like to think that we're forward thinkers. We're never trying to look and see what everybody else is doing. We're trying to set the bar. We're always trying to come up with new technology, new ways to impress our not only our vendors but our guests, anybody that we're working with. Whether it's like you said, from the photo designs, we're not going to use some template that we found that everyone and anyone can use. We're going to custom design it to exactly how you want it, and to the theme, the colors. Where we're, like you said, where we can make cats and dogs pop up. We want to do stuff a little bit different. We even have our custom gas lamp photo booth that that we have a patent on. That was just kind of to, how do we differentiate? So like you said, there's 300 companies probably doing the same exact thing. Every DJ, just throwing up a photo booth or tying it in with their services. So our thing is to just really take that whole process, that whole experience, from the second you call us, from the second you're dealing with our design team, to the operations team, all the way till we activate the event, it goes well, we follow up with that. We just want that entire process to be streamlined, straightforward, easy. They're not in question. You don't have to, as a planner, you don't have to worry about us. And as the bride or groom, again, you don't have to worry. We're good at what we do. We're professionals, and if you're looking for that, that's what we're trying to bring. And this is our full-time job. This is what we do, and we love to do it. And we're not the weekend warriors, and this is kind of we take very serious, and we want to do the best.
And you have really good people working for you, so
That's
they're super friendly, and that's really important.
Yeah.
And one more thing, because I know at the end of the process, I think you guys actually mail the scrapbook, and they can go online and see their galleries.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that. So they what's the expectation for brides and grooms that are looking for you guys and looking through options? What is the back end part of that?
So if you've done a full service package with us, that would include that printed copy, the scrapbook, all that's included with those packages. We bring the pages back to the office, so we're not at your wedding putting books together, pages together. We want the staff at the wedding to be fully focused on the guest experience. So they're there to assist with signing the pages, and then we'll bring the pages back to the office. And then what we'll do is we'll compile them in a book here, a scrapbook back here at the office, and we burn a DVD with all the images, so you'll get the digital files as well as a copy of all the scrapbooks with their notes on it.
Everybody's signatures.
And so we'll send the brides and grooms their links, so you can get a link to your online gallery. That way you're getting the animated GIFs, which unfortunately we can't print a moving photo, so those won't be in the scrapbook, but they'll be able to access those with their online gallery, which we can password protect. And then basically send them the scrapbook, and you get it about within the week later. So before you get home from your honeymoon, you'll have it waiting for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going to head down to see where all the photo booth magic happens and see just a couple of different options that Boogie Booth offers. so you guys can get a better idea of what kind of products they have and what you can expect from their many different photo booth options. So come along with us.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Alright, so we got our booth lineup right here going on. So as we talked about earlier, so we have our social version, which is kind of our more kind of all digital, and then we have our DSLR version. So right here we have our photo booth right here. It's our gas lamp. It's our custom made one, so we actually have a Bevlo top light. If it fit on top right now, we would have it on top. But yeah, it kind of gives that whole New Orleans kind of flair. Like we said, it has it all kind of all digital, so then you can touch it. It'll count down, takes your photo. Boop. Then you have your email and text options right there that guests can send it to themselves.
So right here you have your custom design. So where we put your names, date, if you want like cool floral, like red roses on there, we'll incorporate all that right here in your design. So then you can email it and text it right away. So I'll instantly be able to get your photo right away.
And then we can move right here to our open style DSLR version. This is the one that we prefer to print with. Obviously, DSLR cameras are the more high quality. So this one, again, you have a photo GIF option. You stand right here. Yeah, it'll take it, so they'll run a little action on it, and then from there we print. Again, we print 2 copies. One goes in the scrapbook, one goes with the guest. And then every station that we have will always get social sharing. So they'll be able to email and text from a social sharing iPad stand that's usually right next to it. You can see it kind of puts a little filter
Here's
right
a little
here.
glam option. You're seeing it's actually photoshopping lines, wrinkles. I look like 20 years younger. 5 years old, right? So this is a really fun option that people have been loving lately.
And so then we move, this is kind of like our self-service kind of kiosk right here where we would leave without an attendant. So again, it would have your photo and boomerang option, either single photo or it does a 16 frame boomerang where basically you can kind of see where you jump up in front of it, it'll count down. And so then it'll replay and you can kind of see. And then again, you have your email and text options. This is our kind of our last version right here. This is our kind of a roaming one. Basically, we'd have somebody that would walk around your wedding, and then basically same exact kind of setup as the other one. You have a single photo or a boomerang option. Again, this kind of example of kind of what the overlay would look like. We line it up. We'd see who it is. 2, 1. And then from there, they'd have their email and text message options as well. This is becoming real popular right now because people are running out of space. You know, they don't have a 10 by 15 space to put us in the corner, so we can actually walk around. We can find the action where it's at. We can be on the dance floor. We can be pretty much anywhere you need it to be. So it's a cool new option that we're rolling out, and people are really enjoying it.
So those are just 4 of the options that we have. We offer a lot more. Go to boogiebooth.com. Give us a call to find out more. 504-457-8033. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging with Boogie Booth today. Andrew, Heather, thank you for giving us a little insight into your company. And guys, don't forget, email me with any questions that you might have, any other vendors you'd like to see, any venues you'd like to tour, any bridal or wedding questions at all. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and check these guys out at their website and social media outlets for Boogie Booth in New Orleans. And tune in next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Ready? Ready, go. 2, 1.
That's awesome.
That's really good.